The Russell Westbrook hate has always been around since he got drafted in 2008, but it's got even worse in recent years, so I think it's about time that we take a look at his MVP season just to show you how good he actually was. In 2017, Russell Westbrook was voted MVP after having one of the best overall seasons of all time. When Kevin Durant left for Golden State in the offseason of 2016, Russell Westbrook had to step up and show that he was the number one option and that he could lead a team. Questions raised that if he could even lead an entire team and if they would even go far in the regular season or the playoffs, and Russell Westbrook was out there to prove them wrong. Game 1 of the NBA regular season would be on October 26, 2017, and the Oklahoma City Thunder would win. And in fact, Russell Westbrook would be the star of the show that night, having 32 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists, having one of 62 double-doubles, and almost a triple-double. A triple-double is a stat line he would have 42 times that year. Throughout the first 8 games of the regular season, Russell Westbrook would lead the Oklahoma City Thunder to a record of 6-2. 2 of those games included a 51-point, 10 assist, and 13 rebound triple-double, along with a 33 points, 16 assists, and 11 rebound triple-double he had on back-to-back nights. Now, Russell Westbrook would actually start the season in the 40-40-80 club. 45% from the field, 44% from 3, and 81% from the foul line. However, his averages would quickly go down. He would end up going below 35% from 3, but just like every player, Russell Westbrook has his flaws. In fact, his end-of-season three-point percentage being at 34% would be the career high for his entire career. Now, Russell Westbrook was having an insane season at the midseason mark, averaging 31 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. However, the Oklahoma City Thunder were sitting at a record of 32-25, and if they needed to make the playoffs or do anything substantial in the playoffs, they needed to step it up and show that they could even play good in the regular season. And it was really showing that there's a chance they might actually need Kevin Durant, and all that talking they did, saying we don't need Kevin Durant was nothing to us, might have been full of flaws, honestly. Now, this was an unfortunate big step down for the Oklahoma City Thunder because at this time the previous year they were 40-14. But honestly, in my opinion, they were really looking to bounce back after losing Kevin Durant. I mean, it's really hard to immediately bounce back after losing a player of his magnitude. The Oklahoma City Thunder would resume action on February 24th, 2017 against the LA Lakers. And Russ would have a dominant game, having 17 points, 17 assists, and 18 rebounds. And the next 2 games, he would also have triple-doubles, and they would go 3-0. But I honestly, for the life of me, do not understand what happened these next few games. Because yes, Russell Westbrook had a game where he shot 33% from the field, and another game where he shot 46%. But they would go 0-4 for the next 4 games, against the Trailblazers, and then against the Suns, and then against the Mavericks, and then against the Trailblazers again. Russell Westbrook would be averaging 45 points per game, along with having his career high of 58 points on March 7th, 2017, but somehow they would be on this weird little losing streak. If you thought the Thunder's really weird stretch of games wouldn't get any weirder, in their next 10 games, Russell would average 27, 13, and 11, and they would go 8-2. At the end of the 2016-17 NBA season, the Oklahoma City Thunder would be sitting at a record of 47-35 going into the first round to face off against the Houston Rockets.
I have no doubt that Russell Westbrook is going to be sensational, but I question whether or not the other dudes on his squad are going to be able to make buckets.
Something that I don't say very often is that Stephen A. Smith was right, because he's often incorrect a lot, but I think here he was right. Russell played amazing, averaging 37 points in the playoffs. However, his supporting cast didn't really step up, especially Victor Oladipo. Now, I'm a big Victor Oladipo guy because I love Indiana basketball, but it's very apparent he didn't step up, especially in that first game, going 1 for 12 from the field, 0 for 6 from 3, having 6 points. He came up on the defensive end, having 2 blocks and a steal, but they would end up losing by 31 points. In the second game of the playoffs, Russ would have a 50 bomb, having 51 points, 13 assists, and 4 rebounds, along with 4 steals and a block, but the Thunder would still lose by 4 points. They went into Game 3 with a very good mindset, and they would actually win that game. They would win by 2 points after Russ had 32 points, 11 assists, 12 rebounds, and 3 steals. However, they would end up dropping their last 2 games, both by small margins. In the last game of the series, Russ would have 47 points, 9 assists, 11 rebounds. Now, a lot of people think this MVP is undeserved because Russell Westbrook and the Thunder only won a single game in the playoffs, but I'm a big fan of them giving the MVP to the actual best player instead of somebody who had worse stats but went farther in the playoffs. I just think it makes more sense to give it to the best player. But honestly, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share, and well, I guess I'll see y'all later.